In this video demonstration, I'll show you how to create a workflow and configure it. First, let's create the workflow. Go to the Administration menu, expand Solution Configuration, and select Workflows. Click New Workflow. Type the name. Let's enter Audit Process Workflow. Select Process as the object type. Select Auto Start as the type so that it will start automatically when a new process is created. Leave Enabled selected. We don't need to select Automated because automated workflows are intended for use with the Rules or Feed tool. Now click Create to create the new workflow. Now let's add stages to the workflow. Click and drag the plus sign to add a new stage. I'll enter the name Review for this stage and click Create. In the stage properties, note that the type of the new stage is Standard. That is automatically set for you. I'll add an end stage to the workflow. I'll click and drag the plus sign again. There we go. And I'll just name it End and click Create. In the stage properties, you'll have to set the type of the new stage to End. Let's just align our stages there. And now I'm going to show you how to create actions. There are two ways to create an action. The first way is by dragging your mouse from one stage to another to create an action between them. Make sure to start with the dot or handle on the stage. Now, I'll create an action from Start to Review. I'm going to enter the name Send for Review and click Create. Here is the second way to create an action. Click the Connect icon. It looks like a little barbell. We'll select the Review stage for the start of the action and the End stage for the end of the action. I'm going to enter the name, Approve and Close, and click Create. Let's take a look at some of the other features of the workflow canvas. Let's say that your workflow has gotten off-center. So if you want to center the workflow on the canvas, click the Center on Workflow icon. And there you have it. You can use Snap to Grid to organize the stages and actions on the canvas. And you have two choices for zooming in and out. Toggle the mouse zoom to use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Or you can use the zoom in and out buttons. To show the workflow properties, I know we're showing them right now. Let's select, for instance, a stage. So now we have stage properties. If we want to see the workflow properties, we can either click the workflow properties icon, or what we can do is we can just click the canvas. Now I'm going to use the workflow properties to add a condition to determine when this workflow starts. So expand Applicability and click New Condition. A field in the current object is what we want. Let's select the object field in Scope. Leave the operator as equal. I'm going to scroll down and select Audit as the in-scope value and click Done. Now, if I scroll down, you can see the new condition. This condition ensures that the workflow will only run if the in-scope field is set to Audit. Now I'll select the action between Start and Review. I want this action to run only when the audit scope rationale is not empty. Now, if you have trouble selecting an action arrow on the canvas, you can open the Stage and Action List panel and select the action there. To create the condition for the action, scroll down, expand Conditions, and click New Condition. We want to have Audit Scope Rationale as the object field, and we want it not to be empty, so we select Not Empty and click Done. Now I want to create a new operation so that the business owner is set to John Finance if the process owner is John Adams. So scroll down and expand Validations and Operations. Click New Operation. Enter the name Set Business Owner and leave the operation as Set Fields. Here you can see that you can set a condition. Click New Condition and define the object field. In this case, Process Owner. We want it to be equal as the operator, and we want to choose John Adams as the value. Click Done. Scroll down, and here you can see that the default setting for Execute as System is false. This ensures that the action is executed as the logged in user. You could set Execute as System to True if you wanted to execute the action as the OP system user. Sometimes you might want to have fields set by this operation that are contained in object types related to the current object type. If you click Edit next to Target Objects, you can identify the relationship those object types have to the current one. In this case, the field I want to set is contained by the current object type process. So I'm just going to leave it at Self. Now we'll set the value of the business owner field. Click Add Field and select Business Owner. Select John Finance as the business owner. Click Done and click Done again. If you click the Review stage, you can see that we can set assignees and subscribers, we can set up a bulk workflow action, or we can override a task view. Because we don't need to use any of those settings, we'll continue on to setting up the action between Review and End. I want to set the status to Approved when this action runs. I'm going to select the action and expand Validations and Operations and click New Operation. Set the name to Set Status to Approved. Scroll down, click Add Field. Select Status as the object field. Now we'll select a value. We're going to select Approved. Click Done and click Done again. Now click Publish to publish the workflow. We can now test our workflow. Go to the primary menu, expand Organization, and select Processes. Click New. We'll fill in the required fields. Enter a description, such as this is an audit process. Select the process owner as John Adams. Note that there's no value for business owner. Scroll down and select a primary business entity. I'm going to just select Abreuca Limited and click Done. Click Save. No actions are available to me now because I didn't set the in-scope value to audit. The workflow doesn't run when that condition is not met. So I'll add that now. click in Scope, select Audit, and click Save. Now you see I have an action that I can run. Click Action and select Start Audit Process Workflow. I'll select it and click Continue. Now you see that we got an error. Invalid workflow, no conditions are met for the next stage. That's because I don't have audit scope rationale set. I'll add annual audit as the audit scope rationale and click Save. And I'll start the audit process workflow again and click Continue. Now you can see that if we scroll up, the business owner is now John Finance. Before I click Approve and Close, I want you to see that the status is awaiting assessment. I'm going to click the action now, Approve and Close, click Continue. And now you can see that the status is approved. Let's take a look at the list of processes. When we created our process, it was added to the active list because it was still new. You can see that it isn't there anymore. Because our process has finished its journey through the workflow, we would expect to see it on the inactive list. I'll deselect the Active Only checkbox. And now you can see that the workflow is indeed on the inactive list of processes. This concludes the demonstration of creating and configuring a workflow. Thanks for watching.